I was messaging you, I think, about after we had Ben Van Kerkwick on the pod, and Uncharted X, the guy who was the pyramid.
Yes,
and,
he's great.
He's great, and everybody was like, "Dude, it's so awesome." Shane Gillis's dad showed up to the pod, and I was like, "What?" And I guess they think that he looks like Shane, an older version of Shane. But what I loved about the pyramid conspiracy is that the stakes are so low. Right? There's no pedophilia.
Nothing.
Nobody's dying.
Nothing.
It's like, did it happen? Did it not happen?
It's just, how old is this civilization?
That's it. Is it 4,000? Is it 10,000?
Like, do you know that even with that, because Graham Hancock has a whole series.
They call you racist and
He's
shit
calling
like
him
that.
racist.
I'm not saying that black people didn't still do it. It's just older black people.
100% was black people.
Yeah.
It was 100% people in Africa. The pyramids were 100% built by people who lived in Africa.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
All Graham Hancock is saying is that it's very likely that the entire world experienced a cataclysmic disaster around 11,800, 12,000 years ago, somewhere in that range. And it knocked us back into the Stone Age.
Dude,
but those people who were around before that were probably more sophisticated than we are. We just have a hard time imagining that. Because we don't have any evidence of it.
And we just don't think that the execution matches up with the technology. If we found some tech that would make sense, I think that we could go, okay, maybe this did happen 4,000 years ago, or whatever it is. But so far, the idea of like a chisel and a stone carving all these blocks and then people just dragging them in the sand, I think it seems a little bit
There's some real problems with that. There's some real problems with the actual physical limitations of the size of these obelisks, where they're cutting them in the mountains and they have to move them hundreds of miles. How are you getting them out of the mountains? Like, what are you doing? This is like 2,000 tons. Like, what the fuck are you saying?
You said it, I think I was listening to the pod with you guys, and you were like, if I was Elon Musk, I'd just build one. And I get that to a certain extent.
I don't know if you could. I really don't know if you could.
I think we could.
Do you know if you cut and place 10 stones a day, it would take you 664 years to make the pyramid? That might be wrong. But there's 2,300,000 stones in the Great Pyramid.
You need to go, man.
I know, I do.
You need to go. It was the craziest thing that I've seen that humans have made. Like, awe-inspiring.
Talking to Ben, talking to Randall Carlson, talking to Graham Hancock, I more and more think that we just have to use our imagination. Because we're thinking of technology only as technology that we've implemented, like these microphones and cell phones and shit. But it's possible there was a completely different branch of technology, and they had figured out something that allowed them to manipulate enormous stones. We just haven't figured it out yet.
I mean, just think about it like this. Like, imagine there was this cataclysm, right? Within 100 years, like, this idea of Wi-Fi is non-existent to people.
Non-existent.
It's a story that you tell. So wait, what do you mean? The internet? Yeah, exactly. It's just absurd. It doesn't exist. You can't hold on to it.
Right.
So right now we're looking for all these tools that you can hold on to and can build things with. And that makes sense to us. But we can't conceive of this like technology that existed just in the air. How would you describe Wi-Fi to some dude that you met in an Amazonian tribe?
You wouldn't.
You couldn't.
You couldn't.